Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.
Hi GI TV, I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand. Very happy to be back here again today, mainly because I've had a lot of sniper rifles go in and out of my hands this week, which is why I'm very excited today, because this is the APS M40 bolt-action spring rifle airsoft gun. Now, if y'all aren't aware of what the M40 is, the M40 sniper rifle has been used by the United States military, or more specifically, the United States Marine Corps, since the late 60s up until now in its current innovation, and I believe the M40A5. Now that said, this is actually based off of the M40A3, this APS sniper rifle, and first of all, let me go over the features front to back. We've got a metal barrel, metal bolt, polymer trigger, we've got a polymer body, and we do have a metal magazine. Now, this sniper rifle has a lot of features on it that I would want on a spring sniper rifle anyway, that I would want to upgrade aftermarket or after the fact. But most importantly, this sniper rifle has the magazine in the correct place. This is a Marui style design where the magazine feeds forward into the gun, but they basically just did that so that aesthetically this can be as correct or as close as possible to the real M40. So they got the magazine in the right place, which is half the battle as far as the looks of this gun are concerned. But front to back, we do have a pre-installed 6.03 millimeter tight bore inner barrel. Now that's something I would want to put in the gun, period, in case I was going to go out to airsoft snipe. So that said, the barrel does come pre-installed. It also has spacers on the barrel that are glued in place, which are great in case you're going to keep the barrel in there, because other sniper rifles that don't have the spacers glued in place, after a few months, sometimes you'll hear the barrel start to rattle. That's the spacers moving around. You won't have an issue with that with this gun, which I really like. Now that said, further back on this gun, along the barrel, you have the hop-up adjustment knob. If you push this forward, you're going to have less hop-up. Push it back, you're going to have more hop-up. Now the stock in this gun is actually slightly texturized near the front handguard, which is going to be nice because it's going to be a lot harder to drop. We also do have a sling attachment point on the front and the back, and this can also be used as a bipod attachment point, which is really nice. It'll improve the look of this gun, but this gun is not very heavy at all, so I would just suggest a sling. In case you are into the bipod look, you can go that route. That said, we also do have rails on the top here in case you want to add a scope. I personally think a sniper rifle looks a little bit weird without one, so I would highly suggest looking into that. Now we also do have serial numbers on this gun. It says APM 40 A3 along with some other serial numbers, so I think that gives the gun an extra realistic look in addition to the magazine. Now, as far as safety features on this gun goes, this gun does include a safety on the right side. It's a very basic safety for airsoft spring sniper rifles. We also do have an ambidextrous mag release, and one key feature of this gun, which I really like, besides the pre-installed Type bore inner barrel, is the fact that the trigger stroke and pull is adjustable. If you take a look at the instruction manual, which I always suggest taking a look at the instruction manual on the airsoft guns you buy, you can find out that you can adjust the stroke and the pull on this trigger to your heart's desire, and I think that's going to be really good in case you you spend a lot of time practicing with this to make sure you get that one shot, one airsoft kill. This is going to be an important feature to have. Another important feature on this gun, which is not on most airsoft spring sniper rifles, is the fact you get an adjustable cheek rest on this. So, if you're using this gun with just goggles or with goggles and a face mask, it's going to be a lot easier to adjust this so you can get your eyes right behind the scope on your first opportunity. And in fact, this adjusts to 4 different positions. This is position 1, then position 2, position 3, and position 4. So that's a lot of options for you to do for the cheek riser, and that's nice that it comes pre-installed. Now this gun shoots about 380 feet per second, so right out of the box you're going to be able to use it on a regular outdoor field. It's going to be just beneath that 400 feet per second mark. Now I've already mentioned a lot of things that come pre-installed on this, like the Type bore barrel, but something that I would want to do aftermarket for this period is to bump this gun's FPS up to 500 or even 550 feet per second, as that is the normal limit for bolt-action sniper rifles in a lot of the games I go to. Now not every field has that rule, so right out of the box you're going to at least be able to play with this on the field, but as far as upgradability, this gun has it. You can definitely upgrade numerous things, including the spring guide and the spring itself, so you are going to be able to upgrade this up to 500 or 550 feet per second. And if you want a more in-depth look on the internals of this gun, we're going to include in the description below a link to the video on GI TV Uncut where Frank takes apart this entire gun to go through the internals. God bless him for doing that, by the way. Now, one last feature which Tim thinks I'm stupid for mentioning, but I'm going to say it anyway because I think it ups the fun factor on this gun a lot, is right out of the box you're going to notice this gun comes in 2 pieces. You have the main assembly, or at least like the main parts of the gun, and you have this stock, which you can actually detach by pressing this little button. It's going to take a little bit of pulling. There we go. Now that turns this gun into a fully fledged sniper rifle into something that kind of looks like a flintlock pistol. So you got a pretty badass executioner gun. Now again, this is not something that I would say everyone would do, but as far as me just being a dumb butt, you know, this is kind of a fun feature to do. In case you just want to have a little fun on the range, you can do that. But that said, if you are going to be using this as a sniper rifle, you press this button and you can connect them back together almost easy as pie. There we go. Boom. Okay. That said, so you know, you can do that, make it look like some sort of flintlock pistol just for fun. But that said, this gun already has a lot of features I would want already on a sniper rifle, and it goes for about $200. Without already having used the GI Savings Trifecta, you're going to save even more money. So for $200 right out of the box, you're going to have a lot of features you're going to want to start sniping with. So I would highly suggest you check out the APS M40 bolt action spring sniper rifle, because in addition to all those other features, you also get some cool morale patches. This one is from Hakatsu, it's a skull, and you get the APS logo patch. So another cool feature in there. You're also going to get some BBs, but I highly suggest you check out the APS M40 bolt action spring sniper rifle. I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand, and this is GI TV.
Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.